What an amazing last 48 hours. So Shiba Inu has surged by well over 50% in the last 7 days. We're going to look at this, all right? And so it's been an interesting scenario playing out because quite honestly, there has really not been one major thing that we can point to and say, hey, there's the reason that Shiba Inu is up, 50% in the last 48 hours, etc. And so we're going to talk about that, but it's an interesting scenario and I want to show you this, okay? So if we take a look at the price action, you can see right here on the screen, Shiba Inu is right here. And you can look right here in the last 7 days, we're at 49.7%. In the last 24 hours, we're at 14.2%. Now, just to set the stage here, all right? Remember what I always tell you, zoom out, right? Don't just look at Shiba Inu. You need to look at everything else going on. So we've had a really nice run in the overall market in the last, 4 or 5 days. And so you can see today, the market is absolutely kind of cooling a little bit today. And you can look at right here, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Look at the chart action right here. See where my cursor is. See how we've ramped up and now we're kind of cooling just a little bit. Okay, you can see right here. And look at the tails. They're exactly the same to each other. And then you can almost look down at everything else, XRP, Cardano, etc., Solana. They all, again, remember, follow Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yes, I know, Austin, we've heard you. I got to keep saying it just to make sure. Not every one of you watches every one of my videos. All right. So to bring this back to Shiba Inu. All right. Now, so 50% gain in the last 7 days is to be applauded. Also, to show you this, let me show you this real quickly. Why is it not? There you go. Let me redo that. I lost my sort function. There you go. So to show you, to put it in perspective, Gala Games in the last 7 days, 71%, Juno 64%, and there is Shiba Inu right there with it, okay? And again, like I mentioned earlier, there's really been no single one event. Okay, so I had posed some hypotheses that I think that there was a FOMO factor, a fear of missing out factor that was kind of going into it. Because Shiba Inu jumped hard, 50% in the last 48 hours, all in by itself. I think that it could have been a little bit of FOMO. Okay, we know we've had that, which FOMO sometimes will give you just a little bit of a sell-off, which is kind of what's happened here. But I'm really thinking that we're down to only being up 14% is a direct corollary to the overall market conditions. This guy right here. Okay, so I think that's what's happening now. To kind of continue this narrative and continue this discussion. So I think that Shiba Inu had been oversold a little bit. And oh, by the way, third scenario, it had consolidated for such a long time, building a base level of support. Anytime you have a token like Shiba Inu that consolidates and effectively means that it's building consensus at a certain price point, which for Shiba Inu was right around the twos. And you can see we're at, by the way, the low twos, 2.1, 2.2. You can see that it jumped all the way up to 3.220 and change as of right now. Now, in the last 24 hours, we've been all the way up to 3.483. All right. Again, it's kind of given just a little bit back. Number one, I fully expected that because you have that FOMO, that fear of missing out scenario, and you have people taking profits. Okay. Secondly, the overall market has been doing the exact same thing. Look at this. Look at the tail right here on Bitcoin and Ethereum. You can see run up. It's kind of a little bit of a sell-off, a little bit of a tiny dip. And you can see it right in Bitcoin and Ethereum and their respective price actions. Okay. So yeah, 50% gave back a little bit. Why? FOMO, market conditions, it's following the overall market trend. Shiba Inu is following Bitcoin and Ethereum and giving just a little bit back, kind of having some runs, but 7 day up 50%, as well as, you just have the overall kind of retail confidence. And I think really what's happening right here, right now, is I think the market is taking a little bit of a break from the, from the last 3 or 4 days, pretty significant run up. I mean, for Bitcoin to go from, where it was in the high 30s to well over 40,000 and, putting 40,000 pretty significantly in its rearview mirror right now, it's trading at 43.7 as of the recording of this video. That's kind of how it's playing out. All right. So again, I wanted to kind of give you some context for the up 50% scenario. I think that We're gonna have to see how some of the technical analysis comes out. So I'll be looking at that in future videos, and in the very near future, either later today or tomorrow, kind of looking at some TA and seeing if we can hold this line. As of right now, all indicators is that Shiba Inu will hold this territory and start to build consensus at this level. Consensus start to consolidate and start to maybe move sideways at this level. That's what we want to see it happen. We want to see right here. See, like right here. See how we moved up? And we want to see from here on, we want to see a little bit of a sideways action here. We want to build some support here in this range. Okay, so keep an eye on the price point. It's bouncing in this from 3 to maybe 3.2, 3.3 in this range, and we'll look at what our next resistance levels are. Probably our next resistance level is going to be at that 3.4, 3.3 range. So you can see right now we're at 3.23. Our next resistance levels per some TA that I'm going to look at, some technical analysis, should be 3.4, 3.5. We'll see how that plays out. But I fully expect it to consolidate and kind of go sideways for a little bit, and that's okay. That's what we actually really want, because that helps us to build support and consensus and consolidate in that level to give us a good foundation, if you will, to move on from here. All right, that's what I got for you. As always, I appreciate you. Hey, by the way, if you didn't know this, my buddy Zach Humphreys and I, who creates content here on YouTube in the crypto space, we're coming out with our own NFT drop. It's called Rich Rabbit Club. We're in the process of building out the designs. You can kind of see beginning of what he's going to look like. This is what he's going to kind of look like at a high level. We're going to be teasing additional images and things of that nature. Websites being built. We're looking at probably a 6-week plus time frame for this to be delivered. But you can see right now we're actually running a contest right here at this pinned tweet. We've extended it just a little bit. We said it'd be for the first 1,000 followers, but we wanted to extend it. So if you want to get into the contest to win 0.25 Ethereum, which is not a little bit, that's a nice little sum of money. You need to follow the page and then like and retweet this post right here that's pinned, and you're entered into it. All right. So hey, you might pick up some Ethereum from your good buddy Austin and Zach. So link to this is to the Rich Rabbit Club Twitter account is in the description below. Click on it, give us a follow, like and retweet. We'll see you later. As always, I appreciate you. I'll see you. Bye.